Hello, boys and girls. This is your Uncle Dorko. Well, it's that time of the year, and I have a wonderful little Christmas poem I'd like to recite to you. At this time of the year, it's quite fitting. You probably heard this particular poem before, but this is my version of it and how I remember things when I was a little boy. It's called The Night Before Christmas. Excuse me. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Around the tree we sat. Not a creature was stirring, not even a rat. We kids hung our socks on the mantel with care. Mine was the biggest one, and everyone would just stare. We had no milk or cookies for Santa to eat, but we did set out a nice big plate of meat. A nice fat young possum Pa shot tonight. All dressed out on a plate. It was an inviting sight. With a nice cold glass of gizzard juice to wash it all down. A treat to help Santa on his way to cover the rest of the town. We all were asleep in our beds. Well, all except me. When all of a sudden I heard a loud thud, and I could see this huge, round, red and white guy, all covered with soot. He was in such a hurry, he knocked over the tree with his foot. He went right to the gizzard juice and the plate of possum meat. He walked so fast, he lost one of his boots from his feet. After he ate, he filled each sock with a small gift in each. Then he reached into his sack and pulled out a rotten peach. When it came to my brother, he pulled out a toy truck. Then he looked and saw me and said, "Sorry, son, you are out of luck." With gizzard juice still dripping off his beard and face, he said, "I must be off. I have a long way to go before I win this race." As he jumped into his sleigh before he took flight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gotta find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. He'll be good for goodness sake. Hey, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not about, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake. Hey, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Well, Bill, I'm glad that you invited me over. I appreciate it very much.
As long as you behave yourself, HackBar, I have no problem with you being over here. Although I'll never forgive you for throwing your dad or my Uncle Dorko off the back of my truck.
I know that. Well, it's Christmas time, or very close to it. I'd like to cheer everybody up with a little bit of Christmas jokes here.
Oh, you know Christmas jokes?
Oh, yeah, I know some Christmas jokes and stories and everything else. You know, don't forget, my dad, Dorkel, well, he told you his Christmas growing up years and what he got as a kid and everything. And, you know, maybe I'll even tell you some of my experiences. But right now, I want to give you some Christmas jokes to cheer you up. Are you ready?
All right, okay, HackBar, fire away.
If your left leg was Thanksgiving and your right leg is Christmas, can I come visit you between the holidays? Well, here's another one for you to chew on. What is the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? Snowballs.
Woo!
Here's another one for you. Why doesn't Santa have any kids? He only comes once a year. How about this one here? Why is Christmas just a day at the office? Because you do all the work and the fat guy with the suit gets all the credit. Are you ready for this one here?
Yeah, I'm ready there, HackBar.
All right. How do you know when Santa is a man?
What's that?
I said, how do you know that Santa is a man? No woman wears the same attire every year. Here's one for you. That's not a candy cane in my pocket. I'm just glad to see you.
Oh, HackBar, be careful.
I got a little story, Christmas story here to tell you.
All right, I'm all ears.
Well, here we go. After being away on business for a week before Christmas, Jim thought it would be nice to bring his wife a little gift. How about some perfume? He asked the cosmetic clerk. She showed him a bottle costing $50. That's a bit much, said Jim. So she returned with a smaller bottle for $30. That's still quite a bit, Jim groused. Growing disgusted, the clerk brought out a tiny $15 bottle. Jim grew agitated. "What I mean," he says, "is I'd like to see something real cheap." So the clerk handed Jim a mirror. I think this is going to be the last one for tonight. A lady was picking through the frozen turkeys at a grocery store, but couldn't find one big enough for her family. She asked the stock boy, "Do these turkeys get any bigger?" The stock boy replied, "No, ma'am, they're dead."
Then my dad went over by an old goat, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but for me and Grandpa we believe. She's been drinking a little too much gizzard juice, and we begged her not to go. So she forgot her medication as she staggered out the door and in the snow. When we found her one Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating goat marks on her back. Then Ma got run over by an old goat, walking home on her Christmas Eve. You can say that there's no such thing as Santa, but for Grandpa we believe. Now we are so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. So I'm here watching wrestling, drinking coffee and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's just not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Grandma got run over by an old goat, walking home on Christmas Eve. You can say that there's no such thing as Santa, but for me and Grandpa we believe. Now the possum is on the table, and the pudding made of bacon, and the blue and silver candles that would just have matched Grandma's wings. Grandma got run over by an old goat, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say that there's no such thing as Santa, but for me and Grandpa we believe. But for me